This is the third lesson in the Solfa series. We've learned the major scale in Solfa. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. We've also learned how to transpose it into different keys. We're going to build on that skill now. This exercise also moves in semitones. As you can see, the first exercise is in the key of F. Then we move chromatically up to the key of F sharp, and then we move up to the key of G. We're going to do an arpeggio. An arpeggio is the notes that would make a chord, but we're playing them individually. Here we have F, major triad, which is do, mi, so, and then we go up to the octave. Do, mi, so, do. Repeat that pattern. Do, mi, so, do. Then, after we've sounded the arpeggio, we're going to move stepwise down the scale. So it's an arpeggio up, do, mi, so, do, and a scale down. Ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Then we transpose the entire pattern into the next key. Do, mi, so, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Transpose. Do, mi, so, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Continue transposing up in semitones until you reach the key of C. When you get to C, repeat C and begin moving by semitones, transposing down till you return to F. And that goes through to the key of F. This symbol here means that we're going to repeat. So when we get to this last F, we go back to the top of the exercise and do it through. Now, when that is completed, we can move on to the second exercise. The second exercise is exactly the same structure as the first, but we have reversed the arpeggio. The arpeggio is no longer do, mi, so, do. It's starting instead on the high do and moving down. Do, mi, so, do. It's still the major triad. As you can hear if I reverse it. Do, mi, so. But we're reversing it. We're going down the arpeggio. Do, mi, so, do. And then up the scale. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And we transpose the whole thing up to the next key. Do, so, mi, do. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And then we continue that entire exercise the exact same we did the first one. Okay? So let's begin. This exercise is at 120 BPM, which hopefully will be very comfortable to do. If not, you can return to your last exercises and see if you can bone up a little. The pitch to match for girls is this do, and for the gents it's an octave lower. Do, mi, so, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, mi, so, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, mi, so, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. You go. This is the key of C, so repeat it. Now we move down in semitones. the key of F, so we're going to repeat it. This is the key of C, so we're going to repeat it. Okay, that's the end of that exercise. Now we're going to go to the other exercise. We flip it, reverse it. Now instead of it being root, third, fifth, eighth, it's going eighth, fifth, third, root, and then scale up. This is the note for the ladies. Do, and the gents. Do, so, mi, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, so, mi, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, so, mi, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. You try. If it gets too high, just stop. We're repeating C. If the notes are out of range, you can still say the solfa. This is C, so we're going to repeat it. And down. Alright, that's that exercise. And if you have any trouble with reaching into the notes, remember just to be very gentle, and if something's out of range, just stop and say the solfa instead of singing it, because this exercise is designed for people with all sorts of different ranges, because I don't know what your range is. Okay, so let me know how you get on with that one.